What's up, everyone? I hope if you guys can hear me, just let me know. We are starting tonight's live stream, and I am excited to answer you guys' questions, see how everyone is doing, where you guys are in the process. So again, if you're new to the channel, I usually do these live streams fairly often. I do them right now. I'm scheduling them for every Saturday. So we are going to give it a couple seconds here for it to have people come in. Usually it takes a little bit before it starts announcing people that we are doing a live stream. So I'll keep a lookout for that. But the main thing I want to talk about is I think a lot of people get caught up when they're starting out assisted living. They are mainly concerned about finances, taxes, caregivers, getting residents, and all sorts of things of that sort. And I want to tell you guys that until you guys don't start, you guys won't really come across those problems. And too many people get caught up in the fact that they are, if you guys can hear me, just let me know down below. I know that 2 of you guys are on here so far. So with that being said, I do like to answer a lot of questions when you guys come on, so make sure you guys ask me any questions that you have. But anyways, the main thing that I get a lot is that, you know, everyone is so concerned about things like finances. That is something that is hard for everyone when they're starting out, right? It's not easy, but understand that this world revolves around money, and there's constantly people willing to loan out money for opportunities like assisted living. So if you're serious about this, you can legit go pitch this to investors, and they would be more than willing to give you guys money. Make sure you guys ask me any questions, guys. I love answering any questions you guys have. It makes the live chats a lot easier for other people that come on. So with the finances, you can either go get a personal loan, or you can, ask relatives, ask families. For the most part, people are always willing to. Hi, is it Ellie? Nice to meet you. Thank you, guys. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. We're like 2 minutes into this live chat already, so I just kind of want to make sure that I answer any questions you guys have for me. I'm gonna keep this live stream pretty short for the most part. What's up, Farmer Dre? Hope you're doing well, man. Keep working at your channel. It's only a matter of time before you blow up, so just keep at it, stay consistent. And I'll be in Missouri in 7 days, I think. I'm flying out Thursday, so I'm not. I know there's a lot of flooding going on in Missouri right now, so I'm not excited. Hopefully it doesn't rain while I'm there. It's kind of like overcast here in Arizona right now, so I'm not really excited about that. But anyways, the second thing is residents. Right now my house is full, and I'm more than grateful. All the glory to God for that. Yeah, for sure, Farmer Dre. If I got time, I'm there for a little bit. Worked on P&L. Looks like numbers aren't as good as I thought. How did you set up your prices? Do you do tiers? Yes. So Brenda, profit and losses, it all comes down to how, you work your prices. For instance, a deal just came up like literally the other day. A gentleman is selling his business, and he was grossing like 11K on a 6-bed, but he wasn't full. He still had a vacancy. And a lot of that, if you're structuring your staffing properly, and you'll probably make about a 30% profit on assisted living. 70% of that is going to go to expenses, unfortunately. Like I said in previous videos, one home will not be enough to support you and your family, or for you to go and quit your day job. You're definitely going to need to scale that up. And so fortunately with assisted living, you are able to scale. And the whole thing with assisted living is vacancies can really either make it or break it for you in the business. So you don't want any vacancies, obviously. No one wants vacancies. That's a given. But understand that when your house is full and you're making consistent money every single month, uh, you'll be good to go. You shouldn't have to worry too much about the profit margins. Like I said, it'll be about 30% of what you're grossing. So that can vary. You know, in certain areas, you could be netting a lot more, a lot less, depending on the area. And the way I set up prices, I'm actually going to drop. I actually just made a video about that. I just filmed it the other day. It's scheduled in like 2 weeks to so in that video I talk about pricing and how I set pricing and the way I go about it. But in reality, the pricing, you want to just start with the baseline of what the market is doing in your area and then go from there. And so in that video I explained that. So make sure you guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you guys just stay on top of that. I'm working on a couple different ventures right now, and as many of you guys know, I am locking in on a property that I will be house hacking, my first house at 23. So God is good. He deserves all the glory and gets all the glory for that. But so I'm busy with that right now, in closing on that property on the 30th of this month, if all goes well. So, and then I'm taking a couple trips prior to that, so it's going to be a hectic couple weeks for me. It has been a couple hectic weeks for me up until now, and for the most part, here I am. So yeah, guys, ask any questions. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know it's a Saturday night, and not a lot of people really have the time to jump on these live streams, but I just wanted to get on here real quick and kind of keep you posted and kind of see where everyone's at. I won't be doing a live stream next Saturday, unfortunately, because I'll be out of town. I'll be busy trying to enjoy my life to some extent. I haven't been really doing much just because I've been so caught up in building my businesses and scaling them. So it's for me to go out on a Saturday night and stuff and hang out is really rare. I usually I'm like passed out pretty early. So like I'm a early sleeper, I guess is what you'd call it. How did you go about decorating your home to get it ready? That's a personal preference. You can decorate the home how you feel like. My home is obviously, from my full tour video, if you guys have watched it, is more of a contemporary style with a little hints in there for like the elderly. You got like floral tablecloths and different things of that sort. But I like to put my personality into my home, and that's what's the cool part about it. But then at the same time, you want to make sure that you make it about the residents and decorating it according to what the residents are wanting. So that's kind of the best way to do it, honestly, is taking your own personal preferences and incorporating it, and then just kind of making it a little bit more for the elderly as well. So you just want to make it comfortable. I think a lot of families that have come into my home have just said my house is really comfortable. Like you walk in, it's very welcoming. It's very smells really good. I live technically at my assisted living, so you want to make it to where you enjoy going to your assisted living. I know too many owners that just hate going to their assisted living homes, and that's because they just didn't decorate it right. Their caregivers don't clean them. It's like super dirty and messy, and they just hate going there. Whereas I enjoy being at my assisted living home. It's really fun. All my residents are really fun, and I get along with them really well. It looks like not too many people are jumping on tonight on the live stream, so I probably won't keep going on much longer. So hopefully you guys will have some more questions coming up here in a minute. What does the fire marshal check when coming for inspection? So yeah, the fire marshal, the first thing they're going to check is if you do have a sprinkler system in your house, they're going to check the pressures at your sprinkler system. Secondly, they're going to make sure that they check the fire detectors, the smoke detectors, sorry, smoke detectors. And you want to be careful because you don't want them anywhere near a vent. If they're close to a vent, they're going to have you move them. So I believe they're like 3 feet. They have to be 3 feet from a vet, if I'm not mistaken. I just did my fire inspection a couple months ago, but it was a quick one. It wasn't, he just came in and then he checked my fire extinguisher, making sure that it was at green. And yeah, he checked that and passed that. So that's what the fire marshal pretty much inspects. But if you got a fire panel, they're going to make sure that it's working properly and then that it's also connected and everything is good. So yeah, that's mainly, and then also depending, there's a few things. I remember when I did my first initial inspection, there were a couple things that he might have brought up, but for the most part, that's what he checked was the sprinkler system, smoke detectors, the fire extinguisher, and pretty much that's it. That's all they really check. So as long as you're good there, you'll most likely. How many ALF can you own? You can own I mean, you can own quite a bit. I mean, I know people that own up to like 6 or even 5. But the thing is, the saying is always like you don't want to have, you want to have quality over quantity. So what I've noticed and what I've, from my personal experience, is that if you're going to expand, you want to do it at a decent pace. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. So like for instance, personally for me, yeah, I currently have one, but the quality of my assisted living home outbeats a lot of my competition due to the fact that I do put a lot of time and energy into running a really good home and taking care of my residents properly. And so my next home that I will get, God willing, I will do the same thing and I'll incorporate the same systems and everything that I learned with my first one I'll incorporate into my second one and making sure that I transfer the same quality into the second home. And then if I do decide to expand to even more, it's always about quality and not quantity. Especially if you want to be successful in this industry, you want to don't overwhelm yourself with too many homes. But you can own as many as you want, as many as you can possibly acquire, and that's the beauty of doing assisted living, because it is a scalable business and it's a business that's in high demand, and it will be in high demand for the next 15, 20 years, give or take, even after that. And then especially if you specialize in specific niches, like dementia with behaviors or Alzheimer's, different sorts, Parkinson's even, you can specialize in a lot of different niches to make it, charge more money. So you don't have to just be simply assisted living to where you just take everything and everyone. And I do talk in another video about how you don't want your residents to just be a number. You want them to actually feel cared about and making the families feel like they belong there, and you want to make it their home. So with that being said, guys, I think I'm going to hop off of here in a couple minutes. So if you guys have any last minute questions, anything regarding what else you guys want to know, I know I should probably switch the schedule. Let me know. I mean, let me know down in the comment section or even in the comments right now if I should just switch the live streams to like a weekday instead of a weekend, because a lot of people aren't seeming to come on as much because they probably work on the weekends and probably work night shift. So if that's the case, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are having a good night, and hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. I'll be praying for every single one of you guys. So yeah, any last minute questions, guys? I'm gonna hop off of here because I do got to go dispose of some medications, so I got to go drop those off. And that's another topic. But yeah, guys, I will be working after I move into the new home and get that whole business set up. I will be working on a course for you guys, and it's not going to just be like any other course. I really want to put in all my time and energy, teach you guys all the tips and tricks that I've been able to implement in having a successful assisted living home. So if, when that time comes, hopefully you guys will be able to get it, and it'll just be a lifetime mentorship for you guys, because I think a lot of people are emailing me a lot about mentorship and consulting and stuff. So I think overall creating something like that for you guys to have access to would be great. So guys, thank you for everyone who's hopped on here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Again, thank you guys. God bless, and have a good night, and be safe out there.